Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks About. We're back again with another video. Love me or hate me, I'm gonna keep doing my videos. You don't have to watch if you don't like it, but appreciate all the people who do come and watch the channel. I've been seeing a lot of random comments lately, so I love all the support. But some of you guys are weird with some of your responses, man. Love for the love though to all the people who do support the channel and always like the videos. I got Lee coming on today, and we also have some other guests. We got Dan Potts in the building. Dan, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. Enjoying the sunshine. Looking forward to tomorrow night, man. Let's do this.
There you go. We got Sam in the building. Sam, how you say it? What you saying?
Yeah, bad man. After that absolute shit show I had to watch against Valencia, but yeah, it's a bit.
You know what? Before we go any further, please do hit the like button, guys. Please do hit the subscribe button. Dan Potts' channel is called The 12th Man. The link is in the description. Okay. And of course, we also have Sam doesn't have a channel, but Lee's going to be joining us, and he will be joining at 4:30. So stay tuned for that. Before we go any further, Arsenal drew to Everton, and Real Madrid lost. And I seen some Real Madrid fans, and they're not even excited. Like, let me show you this. I don't know about you, Sam, but I seen this from.
No, I've seen Dave. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
I've seen Dave's post, and this is what he
watched it.
We're gonna play
I watched the whole video.
In the next. And do you know my enthusiasm after
the game
against Atletico Madrid?
Yeah, I can hear.
That enthusiasm has died.
Facts.
My enthusiasm is dead for that match. I honestly think that Arsenal are going to be well up for the game. They have nothing to play for apart from the Champions League. They have a chance to reach the semi-final, and I honestly think in my heart of hearts, and I've got to be honest here, that Arsenal will beat us. I have to be honest. We are playing the worst type of football I have ever seen from a Real Madrid team.
Yeah, with Lopetegui, 100%.
So you got a Real Madrid fan coming out saying that he's
bro,
not.
Bro, do you know what? Do you know what's caused this? This fucking manager. He's an absolute see you next Tuesday. I can't stand this manager, mate. I hate him. I hate this man so much. Yeah, bro. If I had a stone, I literally want to throw something in his head. That's how angry I am at the guy. That rule.
Not Madrid fans, man. Madrid fans.
No, I hate Dan. I can't stand this manager. I hate him.
Talk to me, man. Why? Tell me why.
You see the way Lee hates Arteta? That's the same way I feel about Ancelotti. I can't stand the guy, honestly.
Wow. He's been so successful for you, man.
Oh, I don't give a shit what he's done for me in the past. This season, you've taken the piss. No, but Dan, you know we can still do a treble. Realistically, we could still do a treble because we're still in the Copa del Rey final. We're still in a league tower, and we're still in the UCL. Bro, you can give me this treble. Grazie. And there's the door. Shut it on the way out. Shut it on the way out. Not rule talk, Dan. I am not having this guy here for another season. No,
listen, man, it's mad. It's mad for me to believe you're talking like this, but you know you got to say what it is, and you've got high standards.
I hate him, bro. I hate him.
You've got high standards at Real Madrid, bro. Who do you want then if you sack him? Just quickly.
Bro, just give me Alonso, mate. Give me Alonso. Yeah, at least give me someone with an idea. At least, mate. Yeah. You look at some of these players, but they can go up 2-3 levels with another manager. 2-3 levels, mate. I'm not even joking. We need signings as well. But the only thing I disagree with David was that he thinks Arsenal gets through. I don't think Arsenal. I think we will win.
Save that.
But yeah.
Save that. No need to give everybody everything so far.
We'll talk about that.
So you're saying Alonso. You're saying Alonso in and Carlo Ancelotti out.
Oh, but yeah. No matter what.
All right. So before we get into the Everton game and Arsenal's current state of affairs, what's going on at Real Madrid? You got bare injuries.
Oh yeah, you've seen the tweet I put you, yeah?
I seen Madrid Extra. Dan, I don't know if you've seen
Dan, that, this guy wants to complain about injuries. He wants to complain about injuries, Dan. Ika, pull up the tweet and show Dan what I DM'd you and Lee as well. Just pull up the tweet.
Go on.
And then if anyone wants to complain about injuries,
Madrid zone, right?
Bro,
I know you've got too many Ceballos and Mendy.
Okay, they got two. Dan, they got two situations. First thing, they got a bunch of injured players. Let me see where it is.
Oh, just name. Yeah, go
on. Let me find it because they tweet so much the Madrid zone.
Bro, I've sent it to you in DMs. I literally sent it to you in DMs.
I'm looking for it. 1 second. Here we go. I found it. So yeah. So this is it. and it's a madness because Arsenal have an injury list, but they have a similar amount of players out. They got Tchouaméni out due to suspension, Ceballos, Mendy, a centre back in Militao, their right back who's been injured with a knee injury, and their backup keeper who's been playing a lot of games lately, Lana. So that's, what is that, 7 players out?
How many of them players start for you, Sam?
Tchouaméni, Ceballos, Mendy, Militao, Carval. That's 5 players. 5 starters.
Do they all start?
Out.
If your team is fully fit, they all start?
Oh, yeah. And Miguel, you say you want to complain about injuries.
Ceballos doesn't start if your team's fully fit. Come on.
Oh, no, he does. Have you seen how he's been this season? Mate, he's playing like Tchouaméni was playing last season.
Apparently, he's been quality.
Yeah, he has been quality. So the next time anyone complains about injuries, there you go. Right there.
All right. And you know where it gets even better for what do you call it, Real Madrid, as a joke? Obviously, I mean it sarcastically, is the yellow card rule. The yellow card rule is crazy, boys. They played more games than us in the Champions League so far. And this is the list of players who are 1 game away from being suspended. Arsenal have 3. Rice, Timber, and Martinelli. Real Madrid have Vinny, Modric, Endrick, Rudiger, Camavinga, and Lucas Vazquez are 1 yellow card
with you right now.
suspension.
I don't think Camavinga and Rudiger will get suspended. I don't think that they're gonna get a yellow card in this guy. I don't think they will. Vazquez, I pray to God he gets another yellow card. I want him suspended, bro. Don't even put now, Dan. I don't want to see this guy play for my club. He has the captain's armband.
They hate him. You lot hate him, don't you?
Bro, that disgusting "see you next Tuesday" wears the captain's armband. Vazquez, you know. Oh,
but on a real, what's the chances Rudiger picks up a yellow? He's kind of a hothead.
Do you know what it is? Because Rudiger, every time he's been in a situation like this, he never picks up a yellow. That's the funny thing.
Okay, Vinny.
Oh, that's only if the referees and him don't get along. Otherwise, Vinny. Let's be honest. The only time Vinny gets a yellow is when he has an argument with the ref. Otherwise, he rarely ever gets a yellow. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Arsenal now. Dan, what do you think? Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli, Declan Rice, Timber. You worried about any of those guys picking up a yellow?
I suppose Rice is the only one because he can sometimes get a little bit over passionate. Timber's normally fairly disciplined, to be fair to him. I mean, sometimes it's a defender's type tackle, but Gabriel Martinelli's more mentally. I hope that he wouldn't. I don't know really about the others on the Real Madrid list. Maybe Vinny Jr. for his mentality. Sometimes he loses his head a bit, don't he, with the ref, but that's it really. If I'm honest,
exactly.
I still look at the Real Madrid side and I think it's so much better than ours, even with those injuries, man.
We got.
That is the thing. That's not the thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about if we go through what happens the next round. That's my worry.
1 second before you start going to the next round, respect your opponents, bro. But yeah, injury
the same
list.
way when you mean respect when you put up that combined 11 you did.
That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, allow it.
No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
And also, 90% of the players that would get into there now either are not what do you call it? We're
in form.
Some of those guys aren't even fit to play, so it's gonna be like 4 players get in this year, anyways. But hey, we'll talk about that when it's time.
I want to hear that.
Gabriel, Calafiori, Tomiyasu, Jesus. You know what? Sterling's not a miss. Tomiyasu's not really a miss. Calafiori's not really a miss. I could say to you 3 of these guys here are big misses.
How many are main starters? How many of them are main starters?
1, 2. I'd say 2.
2. And I've got 5.
No, but I don't think your Courtois is a better keeper.
No, but I never included Lunin.
I'll give you Camavinga. I'll give you Militao. Mendy, even when he's fit, he's not guaranteed.
Camavinga's not on there.
I mean, Danny Carvajal.
Yeah.
Camavinga usually can start on left back or in midfield, and one of the guys is suspended, so I hear that.
Wait. It's 5. Camavinga never starts on left back if Mendy's fit.
All right. So you're saying Mendy's in?
Oh, Mendy's 100% in. 100%.
Mendy's a left back. Yeah.
I'll give you 4 players. I'm not taking Luna and Danny Ceballos as serious starters.
Bro, I never mentioned Lunin. I never mentioned
Right.
him.
I'm saying 4 max.
Bro, I'm telling you, Militao is a regular star, and so is Ceballos. In this season, he's been a regular star. Oi,
Okay,
Madrid is in the chat. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Is Chouameni a regular starter?
Huh?
Chouameni, when fit, is a regular starter also.
Yeah.
All right, fair. So you're saying all these
What's
guys
your when everyone's fit, what's your midfield trio, Sam?
This season it's been more Chouameni, Ceballos, and then it's been Bellingham in the midfield. Yeah, and then Carvajal as the left back, Militao centre back, Rudiger, and then Mendy.
Camavinga, Valverde, and Modric are kind of the backups then.
No. Sorry, I completely forgot Fede now because he's playing as a right back now. So
Valverde's right back. Okay.
Yeah, no, because Fede usually plays in the midfield. Then you've got Chouameni, then you've got Bellingham, but sometimes he puts in Ceballos and takes Chouameni out. So he switched them around a lot, and then he brings Camavinga more as a sub. But that's the point. The point is these injuries that we have, and you said only 2 are stars. Egal, you see this list now that I have, bro. No more injury excuses. I think even Dan now can admit, bro, this is not even an excuse anymore. You can't.
I wasn't complaining about injuries.
No, not
anyway.
You, Dan, but especially the channel you go on. If they mention excuses,
oh yeah.
5 stars.
Are you going to be there? Are you going to be there post match? I'll see you if anything.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the Gunners emergency street, both of them. I'll be there.
I'll see you there. First thing, I am not looking at excuses for this game. I was talking about more of the season. Real Madrid have been hit with a lot of injuries, fair play, but you guys have been able to weather the storm quite well. And even then, you're still dropping points in the league. As for Arsenal,
thank you.
I like what I've seen from Carlo Ancelotti today. What he said in the press conference.
Can you take him?
What he said in the press conference really made me feel like a little bit more optimistic. Dan, Ancelotti said we're going to play different versus Arsenal. We're attacking more.
I want you
to attack more. Does he mean Real Madrid will attack more or Arsenal?
No, Dan.
He said
that's not what he meant.
Madrid will attack more.
No. He means you guys will attack more because it's in your stadium.
Yeah.
And I want this. I want you, man, to attack. I want us to not hit you on the counter. So I want Arsenal to have the ball. It's like what I've said.
You guys are going to play. You guys come into the Emirates to park the bus.
No, low block.
Low block. You're low block,
yeah.
though, right, Sam? Yeah.
But, yeah, exactly. Because Dan, I've said this before. I said this on Aaron's channel. I said it, and I've said this on Lee. I don't know if you've ever seen me on Lee's channel before, but if you have,
I recognize you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you know one thing me and Lee have discussed a lot. We both agreed on this. If Arsenal struggle a lot against low blocks, you've seen it, Dan. You go to games yourself. You see it. You see it even with your eyes. I want Ancelotti to play a mid-low block, and I want us to hit on the counter because Rodrygo, Vinny, Mbappe, and even Jude from the midfield running pace.
He did it against Man City, bro.
Exactly. That's what I want. I don't want him to go all out, guns blazing. Play a mid-low block. Then when it's the week after, when you come to our stadium, then do it because then it's a completely different caliber. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I want. So I hope he does that.
So you're gonna have your fullbacks basically playing in the midfield, and it's gonna be like a midfield 5.
I wouldn't say midfield 5. No. I wouldn't say midfield 5. What I'm saying is I want him to play more defensive, and then as soon as you get the ball, 1-2 quick up top, and then start the counter. That's what I want. That's what I want because your midfield on counter, I think Rice, especially when he plays in the 8. I don't think he's really that comfortable there, especially when you've got counterattacks against him. I've seen it myself, especially with what he's been saying. About playing in the 8.
What do you think about what Ancelotti said? Like, are you kind of worried now that he's basically saying they might be a little bit more defensive?
I was worried anyway, bro. I don't think we've got enough over 2 legs to get through, and that sounds pessimistic. I just think it's realistic. If Gabriel was fit, if we had a fully fit squad, I might look at things a little bit differently and think we could have a right good go with some of their injury problems. But I don't think that our squad's quality enough. I think that the squad depth at Real Madrid, for them to still play Bellingham, Modric and Valverde in midfield or Camavinga, whoever it's going to be, shows that even with their players out, they've got quality throughout. So for me, with a front 3 of Vinny, Rodrygo and Mbappe, I think we're going to struggle when we've got Kivior at the back, which is who I think he'll play. So, yeah, I don't know.
You think he'll play Kivior?
I think he's going to, bro. Yeah, unfortunately.
No chance.
I bet he plays. Oh, play.
no
I
chance
think-
he plays him, bro.
Who's he
Man,
playing then? Who's he playing then?
I think the lineup is gonna be, what do you call it?
Timber and White.
or Timber.
No, it's gonna be
Ben White.
Timber playing in center back, right center back. Saliba moved over to left, and Ben White at right back.
That's
I'll
what I would
take
do,
that.
but I don't think he will do that. But that's what I would do.
Igal, if he plays Kivio, then what?
If he plays Kivior, then I'm gonna have to pray for the 90 minutes. That's what it's gonna be. Because
You'll slate Arteta for his team selection.
Of course. I don't think that's the best choice of what we have available right now. You should play Timber and Ben White on that right hand side.
I actually would like you to play. Is Ben White 100% match fit?
Yeah,
No.
he played the last game, 45 minutes. He should be.
Well,
He's not. We don't know. Is the answer? We don't know. We assume and we hope and we pray that he is, but he wasn't against Everton. He looked okay, but he made a couple of mistakes. Obviously, Timber is. I would do what Igal said. I actually play Ben White right back. I don't want him Ben White.
I've got one question.
There's an expected. I'm confused. Real Madrid fans are putting out an expected Real Madrid 11 where there's.
He better pick that 11 as well that we're putting out. He better pick it.
Expected 11.
What is it?
Valverde at right back, Courtois, of course. You got Asensio, Rudiger, and they're saying Alaba is going to be.
Oh, no. If he plays Alaba,
Modric,
I swear fucking
Modric, Camavinga, Bellingham, Rodrygo, Vini, and Mbappe. So basically, I would say the main change is Alaba might potentially.
No. Don't even put
Who's
Alaba.
Fran? Is that Garcia?
Yeah, that's Garcia. If he plays Alaba, I swear down, that guy can't even walk.
But that's
what
the rumor says. The rumor says Alaba's going to play.
If he does it, I swear down, mate. Yeah, I genuinely want to see someone slap him in the face. Just slap him in the face.
What do you call it? Ferland Mendy is still injured.
Yeah,
and is
it's annoying, man. I pray to Lord that he's fit for the second leg. If he's fit, everything changes. Ceballos will be back for the second leg, which is a game changer and so on. But no, there's one thing I want to ask though. In the Everton game, I did see it. I saw Saka come on in the second half. Sorry, bro, that guy really did not look like he's fit. Dan, I don't know what you and Igal think, but the way he was ducking out of challenges, bro, that didn't look like.
I think he was. He had one eye on Tuesday, just like Mikel Arteta did.
Yeah,
I thought Martinelli was definitely
because a lot of people were telling me he did not look like he was fully fit.
He spoke about it, actually. Saka spoke about it on his press conference today about his injury and just coming back and dealing with everything. And he seems quite confident that he'll be ready to go for the next game and that the injury.
We need him fully fit, Saka. We need him to be fully fit. I mean, that's the only chance we've got, really, as a moments player. He's the only one we've got. All the others are just absolutely stink the gaff out. So for me, it's only Saka that we've got. It's our only hope. And if he has a bad game, we don't go through. It's that simple. And Odegaard, my word, I'm
not going to lie to you. Martinelli lately has shown some quality also. So hopefully he can show us something.
I like Martinelli. I always have liked Martinelli. He's definitely stunk the place out a few times.
Have you changed your tune on Odegaard now?
No, not yet. I still back him. I just think he is somebody we can.
Overhyped him a bit though.
Oh,
definitely. He's not the main man.
Thank goodness we kept his score.
But before we go any further, this is the predicted lineups for the two teams based on at this moment in time. So they have Kivior in there at the moment in time, and that's
exactly. That is what the team will be.
That's giving me high blood pressure, but doesn't mean these people know everything. Hopefully they're wrong.
No, hopefully they're right. Perfect lineups, both of them. Perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Perfect for you. I'll be honest. Mikel Moreno, Martinelli, and Saka might be the best front three we can offer right now. Midfield is definitely perfect. The defense, only thing I'm disappointed about right now is that Gabriel Magalhaes couldn't be fit for this game. I'm not even too upset about Havertz and Jesus out because Mikel Moreno has been performing. I'm not saying he's
out for the season.
I'm not saying he's the answer for all our problems, but Gabriel's out for the rest of the season. In case you don't know, so
Gabriel's the biggest fight, but to be fair, he's the only one that's missing.
To be fair, I can't lie.
Playing, but let's just be real. Marino has actually done no different to what Kai Havertz has been giving us whatsoever. So we've got one player out basically from our whole 11. So there's no excuses here.
And I can't lie. The fact he's not even there that's maybe more confident on set pieces to not concede. Because Gabriel, I've seen he's very good in the air, really good in the air.
Yeah,
But
yes.
now that he's not there, that alone has made me more calmer for these set pieces. Because
All right, let's talk about this though. Real Madrid defensive weaknesses this season. We could target your fullbacks. Your fullbacks with your fullbacks with your camera with Carvajal out, Mendy out. Let's be honest. If Garcia's also out, Bukayo, Saka, and
no,
Martinelli.
Garcia's not out. He's just considered whether to play him or Alaba, which is for me
I don't know.
stupid.
I want to hear from Dan. Dan, do you feel like Arsenal can capitalize on the fullbacks of
100%.
Real Madrid being
100%. Real Madrid have conceded goals. Like, absolutely. Do Real Madrid score goals? Absolutely. And will they probably score against us? Absolutely. But we can definitely score. I'll be very disappointed if by the end of the second leg we are on 0. I'd be like, just awful. What are we doing? And that's why I've got to look at these Erdegaards to turn up, Saka's to turn up, Martinelli's to turn up, because the Real Madrid side can be got at. Simon admit that as well. They can be scored. They can concede goals.
I can tell you this right now. I think we will concede in the first leg.
I have one more point. Forget about the goals and the weakness defensively. Do you think our midfield could outpress them?
Our midfield?
I'm not sure.
Erdegaard is the only thing that he's half decent at, is press at the moment. He doesn't do anything else.
Rice, Partey, I would say that
Rice and Odegaard for me are massive. Like, Partey, we know he's going to be fine because that's what he does, right? But Rice and Odegaard, I absolutely cannot stand the balance in our midfield with these two. I think it is absolutely abysmal. And unfortunately, they're both out of form at the moment. Declan Rice can't play in a bloody 8 position. I've said it for all season. It's been one of our most...
Didn't Rice say that he doesn't want to play there as well? I swear Rice has said that.
I don't know, mate. But
no, I swear, I think they showed me a clip of him actually admitting that he doesn't feel comfortable playing.
So is your worry? Obviously, Real Madrid have defensive weaknesses, but do you think the midfield is somewhere where we can exploit, or is that you forget about the midfield?
No, I think they're going to win the midfield battle because I think they've got a balanced midfield and better players than us in there. I think that if you put whoever of their trio is better than ours. Let's just be real. And I'm a big fan of Thomas Partey. I'm a big fan of Declan Rice, but he's out of position. And I still don't think Erdegaard is that creative spark and that 10. I still think he's the 8. So I think we're playing both of those two in the wrong positions, in my opinion. And that's why I've got no faith. But Erdegaard needs to step up. I'm sorry, I can't be giving him... I've defended this guy. Lee's fallen out with me about it. He thinks he's rubbish. I don't think he's rubbish.
Yeah,
but
you know what?
I can't sit there and say that he's been brilliant this season. Me and you have to sit there and admit that he's been poor.
But bro, they have a 39-year-old Luka who still has some amazing games.
Still walks into our side.
They got Camavinga, who's all around a quality midfielder, but doesn't really start as much in the midfield as some of these other guys that are injured.
Would you take Modric right now over Odegaard if I gave you the chance?
And Jude Bellingham, who's a lot more attacking. I think the midfield battle at this moment in time, with some of their injuries, I think it could be a lot closer than people think.
But we couldn't even control our midfield against Man United and Everton. How are we supposed to do it against Real Madrid?
No, we definitely controlled the game. We definitely controlled the game. We lacked the creativity. That's what it was.
Well, that's what I mean. Odegaard, what's he doing? What is this guy doing? I'm sick and tired of watching him, if I'm honest. He spins around on the ball and he's got no through ball. He's got no vision at the moment.
Oh,
and
Dan's giving up.
Shooting-wise. Oh, man, I'm sick of him, man.
Giving up.
All right.
Man.
All right.
Oh, Dan, I love you, bro.
Enough about Sam. We only got Dan for a couple more minutes, so let me just ask him a couple more questions. Next, the defensive discipline. We need to avoid set piece mistakes. Obviously, Real Madrid have some options that they can get set pieces from, but also, do you back us to slow down the likes of Vinicius, Bellingham in the wide areas in the channels? Do you think someone could mark one of them out of the game? What do you think we should do in that?
If we get the back four right, we can. Timber is a brilliant footballer, mate, and a brilliant defender. Absolutely love Timber. Everything about him is exceptional. Ben White, if he's fully fit, we know what he's about. If he's not fully fit, he can get caught out. Kivior, that's a joke. If we play him, that will go wrong. Trust me. And Miles Lewis-Skelly, as much as I love him on the ball, I still think defensively there's some question marks. And obviously, we've seen in the last couple of games against West Ham, he got sent off by getting caught out. He got caught out against Everton. Whether or not that's a penalty is a different debate, but he got caught out there. And to be fair, he's got caught out a couple of times where he's been quite lucky, actually. Liverpool was another one where they scored, where he got caught out alongside Kivior, which is why we can't play them two, by the way, because Darwin Núñez and Salah destroyed us. What are these three going to do?
Dan, unpopular opinion. I think Timber will lock Vinny up in the first leg.
I hope so, bro.
No, he will. Unless Vinny starts fixing up, he's going to lock him up because I don't know.
I hope so.
It's more Rodrygo I have more hope in because Rodrygo this season, people just don't pay attention to him.
He's been so good, man.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
Can we control the tempo in the first game at Emirates?
Yeah, I think so because I don't think Real Madrid are going to go out flying off the blocks. I think they're going to come out and play it cool, and I think that they're going to be their tactics. In my opinion, I don't know what Sam thinks. I think Carlo Ancelotti will say this: "Don't lose because we'll beat him in the Bernabeu." That's what I think they'll say, and I don't think that they will lose this game tomorrow night. And I think that it's going to be very, very tricky for Arsenal in the second leg because I think we need a 2-0 lead.
Wait, what did you say then? What do you think is going to happen?
I think they'll say, "Don't lose this game because we'll beat him at the Bernabeu." So I think they'll go in this. They'll take
the Bernabeu,
win at the Bernabeu.
And when it comes to that, Ceballos will be back for the Bernabeu. I know that fact.
You could have a yellow card. Some players could be out. We could have a yellow card. It could
be.
We
need to worry about the second leg after this one, but tomorrow.
Mental strength and the handling the pressure. Are you worried about that?
Of course, brother. We could not get through 2 legs against Newcastle in the League Cup. We could not get through against Manchester United. They beat us on penalties. The worst Man United side I've seen in a long time, by the way. Yeah, we haven't been able to for the last few seasons get past teams like Porto, get past teams like Inter Milan. This is away, by the way. We haven't been able to get in across 2 legs against Villarreal, Olympiacos, and Sporting. So I don't have the faith in Mikel Arteta to get us across the line. If he does, trust me, Gal, we will do a stream together and we'll big him up. Because it is a phenomenal achievement to get through this Real Madrid side across 2 legs. Even though they're not playing amazingly well, they find a way, they stink the place out, and they will get through, just like they did against Atletico Madrid, in my opinion. So it ain't going to be pretty, but we've got to believe. That's all we got, man. Got to roll the dice. That's all we've got, bro.
2 things before you go. First one, what's your prediction? Because you gotta go in a second.
Yeah, 2-1 Madrid in this leg. I'll go. I did say 1-1 with Gabriel fit, but without him, I just don't trust us at the back now. So unfortunately, I'm going to go for a 2-1 loss, and then I'll do my Bernabeu prediction when we get there. Do you want my combined 11 quickly, or do you not want to do that yet?
I was going to ask you actually, Henry or Benzema.
Thierry Henry. The only 2 players in an all-time 11 that get in for Arsenal are Vieira or Henry. I can't put any of the other guys in, unfortunately. I think Casillas, I think Dani Carvajal, I think Marcelo. I can't put Ashley Cole. He only cut the seasons at Arsenal, which is brilliant.
Wait, Ashley Cole can't get in? Why?
He's one everything.
You don't claim him.
I do claim him, but he's kind of won everything at Chelsea. And yeah, Marcelo, I think, has got the achievements. I thought Ashley Cole was outstanding, but maybe Ashley Cole could. Maybe Ashley Cole could. I think Fernando Hierro, I think that's unreal. 600 games, 127 goals from CDM to CD. Got up him alongside Sergio Ramos. And then I've actually gone Vieira, Modric, and Zidane, and then Bale, Ronaldo, and Thierry Henry. That's what I've gone for. But I'll let you guys debate that later. In terms of combined 11s now, I've put Timber at left back because Mendy's not really about. Everything else, I've gone Gabriel and Saliba due to the partnership, but Rudiger really should be in there. And then Saka, you can debate how we get him in, but I'm going to try and fight my case. I might lose because their front three is ridiculous. Everything else, I think, is a Real Madrid, man. I can't.
So you're putting in. So because Gabriel's out, you're putting in 3.
I'll put in Saliba alongside Rudiger. I'll put in Timber, and I will put in
Rice.
Above who?
I don't think I can put Rice or Partey or Odegaard in ahead of those. You can pick any trio for Real Madrid, really. They're so good in midfield, man. Bellingham, Modric, Camavinga. You can put Valverde, who I think is one of their best players.
Oh, I love him. He's our best player.
He is class, mate.
Oh, I love that guy.
See, I'm struggling to put more than 2 or 3, Igal. I can't lie. I'm sure you're going to put 5 or 6 in, I guess.
No, I actually had 4, but
4? Okay. Can you tell me who those 4 are before I go? And you can debate it when I go.
Centre back, left back, midfield, and Saka.
Yeah, but the names. Yeah, but give us the names.
When we get there, we get there.
Yeah, go on. I don't want to ruin it for you. But listen, people, love, I've got to go. But again,
big up, Dan.
And Sam,
big Dan, if you can jump on these emergencies from there, then after the game, I might see you there then.
Love, my bro. I'll definitely follow you on Twitter, man.
Come on, be safe. I'll follow you back. I'll follow you soon.
Love, bro. Love.
Big up, man.
Take care, guys.
He's going to be joining us any moment now, guys. Dan's got to go. Shout out, Dan. Big up, Dan.
Yeah, big up, Hudson. He's a good man. Very good man.
Now that Dan's gone, let's talk about this Benzema Henry topic. Are you one of these people supporting the Benzema side?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to be more biased and pick him. But
So you're picking Benzema.
I hear both sides. But I hear both sides of the arguments. I can hear.
All right,
both.
what's the Benzema argument?
Well, longevity, won more trophies, scored in finals, and the fact that I'd say the fact that when CR7 left and he managed to take over and do what he could do, both in the league and in the UCL, for me is a big plus. But again, I hear the Henry side as well. Again, it comes down to what you prefer. I'll take either of them. I can take either of them, but I'm going to be more slightly towards Benzema.
Fair. I'm just looking at it and I'm saying to myself, Henry in his prime, I feel like has had a much
Henry in his prime is better than Benzema.
Henry in his prime was better. Stylistically, I feel like he was better. Don't forget, this was a man who revolutionized the Premier League, and in his time was obviously seen as one of the best strikers. Benzema, of course, has the Ballon d'Or. Benzema has the Champions Leagues. Benzema has the.
You even admitted longevity. He
has the longevity, but I just think Henry was just more dominant, and also has the flair, goals, assists. Everything about Henry, to me, would tell me that in these
which is why I said I have nothing against picking it. Yeah, but I said I had nothing. I have no issue if you pick either of them. I have no issue.
Yeah, in these comparisons, they're both great players, but I just think impact and the style and overall, I just think Henry's better. If you want to say longevity in trophies is why you're picking Benzema, I hear it, but I do think impact, style, and overall better player.
Yeah, but also look who you're asking. You're asking a Madridista. Like, obviously, I'm going to be more biased towards.
Hey, Benzema. And I don't know how much Henry you watch when you're younger. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, but Igal. Let's be honest. It's fucking Henry. Let's be honest. I haven't watched Maradona, but it's flipping Diego Armando Maradona. I'm not like.
Lee, are you not going to?
Look who's arrived! Look who's arrived!
It's not fair. There's two Real Madrid fans.
My bro, how you been?
Well, I was listening. I've got a bone to pick you. I was listening when I was driving back. The whole show.
How you been, my bro? You good?
I'm good, Sam. I'm good, my bro.
What I said that pissed you off?
Right. You said Dani Ceballos is not a starter this season.
There you go.
No. I said if all your players are available, Dani Ceballos.
Yeah, he is a starter.
Then he's been starting. He's played 8 games in the Champions League out of 10. To be fair, he hasn't started all of them, but Ancelotti always rotates in champs.
Oh yeah,
big cup competitions.
So if Dani Ceballos gets into an Arsenal Real Madrid combined 11, does Maz Lewis Kelly get in also?
No, the only player that, in fact, you can make a case of 2 players. Gabriel would have got in. Yeah. I'll give you my 11 that I would have done, and then we're going to take Gabriel out. Yeah. Courtois in goal. Yeah, I'm going off of players that are fit and available. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Courtois in goal. Valverde at right back. Timber at left back.
I disagree there.
Rudiger. Yeah, I would have put Gabriel next to him, but now I'm thinking probably best to put Saliba there now. Yeah, probably best to put Saliba there now because Asensio's the young. Big Champions League game. It's the biggest game. Blah 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 for him. So probably Saliba. Yeah, midfield. Camavinga. I love that guy, man. Camavinga.
You forgot about left back.
Timber.
Wait, you put Timber left back?
Yeah. Timber at left back.
Who's the right back?
Valverde.
Nah, see, switch. Put him as a right back. Put Timber as a right back.
Yeah, but who's going left back?
What? Are you doing some players fit and available?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If it's fit and available,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Otherwise, Dani Carvajal starts every week. So anyway, midfield. Yeah, so my back. Casillas, fucking hell. Courtois in goal. Valverde, Saliba, Rodrygo, Timber, flipping out, I'm having a mare now. Camavinga, Modric, Bellingham. And then the front three pick yourself. That's it. The front three pick yourself.
Does Saka not have a say in the front three?
Say about what? Well, he can cut the lemons up at half time if he wants.
You don't rate Saka.
Where did I say that?
No, I mean
he doesn't rate him on that level.
You don't rate him higher than Rodrygo.
Are you tapped? Rodrygo's better than Vinny.
You could make that argument.
Rodrygo's better than Vinny.
Based on
you
what?
could make that argument.
Based on what? Are you crazy? Based on ability? Sam, we watch it every week, innit? Yeah. How many times does Vinny run the ball out for a goal kick?
Yeah.
How many times did he trip over the ball or try and do a rainbow flick that don't come off, or a Travella pass that don't happen?
There is an
when it happens, when it comes off, it's unreal. I'll give him his credit. I love Vinny.
like one thing I will say about Vinny, to be fair, I spoke with this one with another Madridista who's very close to me. He's in his 30s, mid-30s, close to his 40s. My man said that one thing about he picked Vinny over Rodrygo, but he also told me that Vinny takes more risks.
Yeah. That's fair.
So he's bound to lose the ball more. But
Yeah,
one
that's
thing,
fair.
but again, I hear the Rodrygo side because I don't think Vinny, if you play him on the wrong side of the way, I don't think he can do what Rodrygo does. I don't think
agree.
he does that.
Do you know what? Can I just say something as well? Can I just say this quickly ago? Yeah.
Did you have Luke
Man said allow the Vinny hate. Did you not just hear what I said? I said I rate Vinny. I love Vinny.
He doesn't hate him. Yeah, to be fair, he doesn't.
And just because you're saying something about a footballer, about how he is truthful, that he runs the ball out of play, does stupid Trivella passes for no reason when it's never on. Yeah, tries rainbow flicks that don't come off every other game. Yeah, that is not hate, bruv. That is watching it with my eyes.
Do you rate? Is Luka Modric in this team?
Yeah, I'll put him in. Did you not hear my 11? Come on, guy, wake up.
I heard 11. I just, as I'm doing it, I missed that part.
Yeah, so, for the midfield would be Camavinga, Modric, and Bellingham.
All right, so this is your team then.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep. Yeah, that's my team.
All right.
That's
Sam,
exactly the team. That's exactly my team as well. You know what it is? The thing is, if only Mendy was fit, it would have been such a big difference. But yeah, that's pretty much going to
be fair enough. That soldier in the chat. Sorry, mate. I just see it on the screen. I thought you were talking about me. And where do all these mutants come from every time I go on a different channel, by the way? Lee only has controversial opinions, bro. It's not controversial. Yeah, you don't watch it every single week, bruv. Let's just be real. You only watched it. Man said Rice over Modric. In what universe is that, brother?
Rice over Modric. Are you tapped?
That's what I'm saying, bro. These people, they only watch it. This is why I can't argue. This is why you can't talk to these people, yeah? Because do you know what it is, yeah? Right, it's the same with the Premier League debates. Who's better? Yeah, this player or that player? Yeah, well, unless you watch the entire Premier League, you can't have an opinion on it.
By the way, this guy, CJ, bro, just because they put 6 Arsenal players doesn't mean I have to agree with him, do I?
I see that today. I was like, Dave, you better
let's be honest, bro.
He put the entire backline in.
And I'm not saying Dave.
What?
And I'm not saying Dave.
Dave put how many?
6.
Yeah, he put our entire backline in there.
Wait. Based on what?
He did. No, because
based on the fact we're better defensively.
Yeah, and you are. But again, I'm
not
going to cuss Dave out for that. I won't cuss him out for that.
Yeah, he put Skelly.
He put Gabriel. Did he?
Saliba.
But to be fair, he did that when players were.
That was before Gabriel. He released it the other day.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise,
do you know what it is though? Yeah, right. People are under this assumption that because Madrid don't play sexy football, they're crap.
Oh, I can't stand it. Lee, I
know you don't, but at the same time, Real Madrid realised the aim of the game is to win, and it's not about our entertainment. Yeah, so it's not about entertaining us sitting at home watching it. They're there to win trophies. Yeah, it doesn't matter how they do it. But then when they don't win games and don't win trophies, their fans go crazy. Yeah, so because you can't play like that, you can't play defensive football. Yeah. And then not win the game. Look at the Valencia game. Mbappe was on smoke in that game.
Oh, we should have won that game.
The goalkeeper was just having a worldie.
We should have won that game. We should have scored like 4 or 5 goals
based on fit players or non-fit players, because that changes the amount of Arsenal.
No. He did it before. He did it before Gabriel was injured. If he done it, he would have changed.
If Gabriel was fit, I'm putting Saliba and Gabriel. Actually,
Rudiger's in there with Gabriel for me.
If Gabriel's fit,
I actually think Rudiger's been better than Gabriel.
Gabriel's fit. We're going based off of everybody being fit. But I'm putting in 5 Arsenal players if everybody's fit.
Do you know what?
Who are the 5?
Timber.
No, Gabriel. He said Gabriel, Saliba, Timber.
Yeah, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, and Saka.
How are people putting Declan Rice in a combined 11 with Madrid?
He gets in over Camavinga.
Are you mad?
Yeah, I think he's a better player than Camavinga.
End the stream, Dave. End the stream.
Howler, this guy.
What is it
better? What is it better? What's it better at?
I think Declan Rice is better defensively. I think
that's not why I asked you. What is it better at?
I think Declan Rice is a better defender. I think Declan Rice is better at winning the ball. I think Declan Rice is better at driving from deep. I'm not saying dribbling.
How many Real Madrid games have you watched this season?
He just mentioned one of Camavinga's best attributes.
Well, how many Real Madrid games have you watched this season?
Who's better technically? Technically, who would you say is better?
Camavinga is probably better technically.
Okay, who's the better passer?
Why
he's
you laughing?
He's on a wind up.
No, just answer. No, just answer.
No, but sorry, repeat that one time. Passing, I already agreed with you. Camavinga is better on passing.
Okay. Who's a better dribbler?
He's probably a better dribbler, but Rice is a better ball carrier.
No, he's not.
Ball carrying is one of Camavinga's best attributes.
So there's 4 out of 4 Camavinga.
You want to say
Shooting? I'll give you shooting. We'll give you shooting.
Yeah,
he's better at
shooting. I'll give
shooting.
you because Camavinga can't shoot.
Okay.
He's better at taking corners. There's 2.
Oh yeah.
Camavinga is a better dribbler. Declan Rice is a better driver with the ball from deep. Okay. When it comes to leadership, when it comes to physicality, when it comes to aerial, when it comes to winning, when it comes to DM, who's a better DM, Camavinga or Declan Rice? Declan Rice.
Now see, I'm a mutant. Now I'm a mute because I should have asked this question even before I even got to this. Igal, this season, as I asked you last season, how many games have you seen Camavinga? I just want to.
I would say Camavinga is a better box-to-box midfielder. Declan Rice is more of a better.
Yeah, but but you I don't think you heard my question. My question was, how much have you seen my club this season? Like this season, how many games have you watched?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Every Saturday that you guys play at like 8:00, I'm watching.
So how many games?
When I can't
how many
count.
games roughly?
That's about 5.
I've watched like at least all the Champions League games almost that you're not.
No, you can't have done that because 4 of their games at least were on the same night as us.
The ones you're not playing the same time as us.
So that's the whole group stage then.
And then
pretty much.
Okay.
Most Saturdays, Sundays, both times you got slapped by Barcelona. The times that you played Atletico Madrid, honestly, I can't count. I've watched. Do
you watch us if?
I've watched you guys.
If we play against one of these low, if we play against these mid-table teams, you watch those games, or do you watch just watch
if you're playing early on a Saturday or early on a Sunday, no. But all your later games I've watched.
So about 5 late games.
I can't
plus the champs. So about 10 games.
I've definitely watched more than I would
10
say
to 15 games.
15 plus games.
And you've come to the conclusion that Camavinga, who's probably not played in half of them, is worse than Declan Rice because he's played and he burst through midfield.
I rate Declan Rice highly at intercepting passes, shielding the back line, being able to break up play, dribbling the ball.
He's not even shielding the back line anymore.
Taking the ball from deep from A to B. I think he's a better physical player. I think he's better at set piece delivery. I think he's a better leader.
Yeah, but look at some of the things you are mentioning. He's not even, but he's not being played there right now.
I think I still rate Camavinga. I just don't rate him as much as if you want.
Look at the stuff you were saying.
If you want somebody to play left back, CDM, CM, Camavinga is your guy. He's more versatile. He's better press resistant. He's maybe a little bit more dynamic and gifted on the ball. But I think Declan Rice is a better player.
Okay, so Igal, if this is the case, why is he being played as an 8? Because he's not even being used as
because of the personnel that we currently have. Same reason why Camavinga is being played at left back sometimes.
Camavinga plays at left back when they have injuries.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying you use your players to their best ability. If you have,
but the best of Declan Rice's ability, according to the majority of our fans, is at number 6, not number 8. So why can't he get him over Partey?
Igal has a point. He has a point.
Thomas Partey cannot cover the ground Declan Rice can cover in the 8.
Okay. So if I ask you this. If you think we are using our play based on this season, are you telling me Rice is better than Camavinga this season?
I think Rice has had a good season, yeah.
I don't think he's been that good.
He had a tough start. He got a red card. He had a situation with that. But outside of that,
I can't lie. I'm going to be
to be fair, both of them have been shit.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Majority of it, anyway. Declan Rice has had good games here and there, yeah.
Now, Lee, I'm going to be honest,
bro. Camavinga's not played well this season. He's had good games as well.
I'm going to be honest, bro. I do not like Rice as an 8. Like, I really don't like him there, bro.
No, that's fair enough. But in terms of their performances this season, they've both been average.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But Rice playing as an 8, bro, I swear, hasn't Rice said that he doesn't even feel comfortable playing? I swear he said that to Keogh. Didn't he say that to Keogh?
I think he said that he's more comfortable in a 6. I'm sure.
Yeah, he said something.
I think that was after a Champions League game.
Yeah, I swear he said that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is, the next person you were going to argue about is obviously Saka and Rodrygo. If you want the clutch player, the player who's won Champions Leagues, come off the bench, made a difference, you're going to say to yourself, Rodrygo. But the all-around better player, consistently, physicality, being able to assist, create, set up everything. The person who can finish the chance and set up the chance. I think Saka's a better all-around player. Rodrygo's the more clutch player. He's won trophies. He's been a big part of a team that's achieved things. But really and truly, I think Saka is the better all-around player.
Saka has only got better shooting than Rodrygo for me. That's it.
No, Rodrygo is a better shooter. Saka is not a better.
No. I said no. Sorry. No, I used the wrong word. I meant goal scorer. He's only a better goal scorer.
You think Rodrygo is a better creator than Saka?
Better creator.
Well, when you say creating, what you mean? Just crossing the ball in off a corner,
setting up goals, being assisting.
How many? Okay, wait, because we have to break. Wait. How many of Saka's assists? How many assists has he got this season in all comps?
10 in the Premier League.
In all comps, how many has he got?
I don't know how many.
I'll have a look now.
Well,
yeah, so in all competitions, Saka's got 14 assists. Yeah, how many are corners?
Only 2 from the Premier League are corners.
Right. So how many in all comps?
I don't know.
Three in the 2 in the champs and 1 in the EFL Cup.
Corners. I honestly don't know.
Are you sure that's true about only 2 from corners? I swear it's more than 2.
Yes, it is, Lee, because I've been arguing with Liverpool fans all year about corners, and I checked it.
But this is where I think this becomes a bit unfair because Rodrygo doesn't even play in his natural position. Like, I don't think Saka, if you play
to Saka, he's a left back.
No, it's not even that. I don't even think.
I'm joking.
I genuinely think. No. I'm gonna be real. I genuinely think you play Rodrygo for a whole season on the left wing. It gets more assists than Saka as well. I genuinely think that.
Stop it.
No.
Do you know what's crazy? The disrespect in this chat for Real Madrid players is crazy. Yeah, Rodrygo hasn't scored a goal in his last 17 or 18 games. Guarantee he scores against Arsenal.
Bro, if Rodrygo
again, he's got a different role. People don't understand.
No, they don't watch it, Sam. They don't get it.
I know.
If Rodrygo is such an elite creator, why is his best season?
I never said he's an elite.
Nobody said he's an elite.
I never said he's an elite player.
Do you think he's better?
Then people are lying.
Do you think he's better at creating chances than Saka? Yes or no?
So this is why I'm asking. What do you class as a created chance? What is creating a chance? Taking a corner? Yeah, because if you go and have a look at Saka's stats, now hold on a go. Yeah, if you go and have a look how many corners he's taken this season, and how many times we've headed that over the bar or just wide or at the keeper on the back of the net, that's a created chance.
Okay, forget about corners.
How many from open play then?
Forget about corners. I'm just
because in open play, yeah, who's the more devastating player on a counter attack?
We don't play on the counter as much. That's not how we play, though.
Who's the more but we did when we bottled the title 8 points clear. Who's the more devastating player on a counter attack? Who would you rather have on a counter attack, Saka or Rodrygo?
Maybe Rodrygo, but who would you rather be as your playmaker, as your chance creator, as the person you give the ball to drive the team forward?
Modric or somebody else, Valverde or Saka, Vinny or someone else.
Lee, we play.
Everyone creates in that team.
We play through our wingers, and Saka is one of our key creators. If you want somebody who's going to beat a defender 1v1 and score a goal, that's probably Rodrygo. But if you want somebody who's going to do all that plus more, it's Bukayo Saka. Not only is he
the thing is, I just don't understand.
Not only is Saka going to pass and create plays by himself, he's also going to finish it off. He's more consistent, and if you look at the numbers over the last 3 years, if you look at the numbers over the last 3 years, the gap.
Rodrygo has a different role than Saka. This is why I don't understand. People don't get
the gap between Saka and Rodrygo when it comes to creating, chance creating, goal scored, everything else. The difference is huge when it comes to Saka to Rodrygo. Saka is
and this is where the argument gets flawed. Number one,
so superior to Rodrygo that his consistency.
But he's not superior though. This is the lie I have been having to deal with.
Let me finish. His last 3 seasons, if you take the 2 numbers and you subtract Rodrygo's from Saka's, you're gonna find that there's a gap that's so big that you're gonna be shocked.
Yeah. Now compare trophies.
All right, cool. Now I'm gonna do this comparison.
Now compare that. So let me just drop this. Let me just drop this point, yeah. Because when you're saying no, Miguel, let me land this point because you're talking. No, Miguel, the goals have to lead to trophies. Go and have a look at your. No, let me land my point. Now shut up. Let me land my point. Right? The last 3 seasons you just said about goals and Saka and this and that, yeah, and the difference is this and that. Cool. Please tell me the last time Saka scored an important goal that led to a trophy. Because I think what you're not understanding, which a lot of football fans don't understand, irrelevant goals that lead to nothing are irrelevant. Goals in big moments under pressure, that lead to trophies, are important goals that led to trophies again. So all the other goals, all the other assists that didn't lead to a trophy are irrelevant. So every goal Harry Kane has scored before this season has been pointless because he ain't won nothing.
Listen to what we're just being
Stop it. Lee, I heard you say Harry Kane is a better what is it?
He's a better footballer than a lot of players. But I've also said every day for years that the people that watch me in this chat, will clarify. I've said poor career choices. Every goal he scored is irrelevant until this season. We'll find out at the end of it.
We're just talking about what do you call it? Benzema and Henry before you came. Longevity and trophies is what he has over Henry. Henry has everything else over him. If
we're talking about player or we're talking about trophies now, which way do you want me to do this?
This is what you did. We were talking about Rodrygo and Saka as a player, and you brought up trophies.
But this is what I think.
No, I brought up important goals, Miguel. Because you were talking about GA, so the important goal, the most important goal Saka scored was 5 years ago.
I acknowledge that Rodrygo's a more clutch player than Saka.
But listen,
forget the awards. But Saka's a better all-around player. Let's not lie here.
No, but this is what I disagree.
No reason for us not to beat him then.
Hold on. No, but hold on. Stop.
Having one player who's better than another player.
Hold on. Let me just mud this argument quickly. Forget the goals. Forget the assists. You've admitted Rodrygo is a better finisher. You've admitted that to me multiple times on other streams before. So already Rodrygo is a better finisher, all right? Yeah. Technically, dribbling, my man's better. Isn't that right?
You can be a better dribbler. Doesn't mean you're a better.
So you're telling me
he's better at finishing and beating his man 1v1.
No, he's better finishing, dribbling, and technically better, and clutch moments better. So that's 4 attributes. He's better. So the only thing Saka has over him is goals and assists. That's it.
Facts. And if you're using that as a metric to rate a player solely on that, then sorry, mate, you've finished.
1 second. The thing is,
Can I just say one thing? Yeah, this guy's in the chat that said I'm anti-Saka, bro. Go suck your mum. How about that? Yeah, anti-Saka, brother. I've seen the best players to play football, mate, and you want me to sit against Saka to get in a combined 11 with Madrid? Do me a favor, mate. You must be about 12.
Saka is a bigger offensive threat.
Cool. No reason he won't score a hat-trick.
He's not.
Saka is physically more dominant in his play, and bounces and defenders bounce off him to Rodrygo.
So why has he not won anything then?
Saka is more consistent, and Saka is a better all-around.
So why is Saka's goals not led to
now, if you want the inside forward that's a game changer that can win you a game, Rodrygo's that guy.
Oh, so he's better.
But Saka is an all-around better winger. And he's
he's not. No, he's not. What's a winger's job, Miguel? It's to take a player on and score goals and get in the box.
If Real Madrid were to replace Saka with Rodrygo with Saka, they would have a better front three. They would have a better chance creator. They'd have a better all-around.
So why haven't they tried to buy him then?
Contribute to their team.
Why haven't they tried to buy him?
Rodrygo comes into Arsenal. Yes, he would offer us more clutch moments, but all around, he would not be able to create as much. He would not be able to set up as many goals.
But how do you know that?
He would not be able to drive.
How do you know that? You're basing this on
that's not his game.
Because no, it's not, because you are basing this off him playing on the wrong side of the wing. You let him play in his natural position as a left winger. I am telling you, man, right now, he's going to
every time he plays left, he
and get more. Exactly. And I'll tell you this right now. I do not just look at GA and define how the player is, all right? And if people want to count GA, if we're going to do this GA shit, Harry Kane is better than Diego Armando Maradona because he's got more GA. I don't do that.
I'm not doing GA, though.
No, but you just did.
I've given you my metrics. I've told you why I believe what I believe.
So what you're saying is then Saka's going to score in this game, because he's better than Rodrygo. So Rodrygo ain't going to score. Yeah, and Saka will then. Is that what you're telling me? Because if he's better, then he'll score surely.
It's a team game, Lee. Rodrygo's impact, even if I view him as not a better player, there's still other players who can step up. If Saka doesn't step up, we're fucked.
Yeah, but he has stepped up when it matters. When other people haven't.
Yeah, but also if he doesn't step up, it's not all on his shoulders. There's other players that have to step up.
Excuse me. Is Saka the only flipping player at the Arsenal team? No, there's 10 other players there, mate.
He's the most important, most impactful. That is different weight.
So where's Odegaard?
Lee, let me just say this.
There's two different things here. I'm not talking about. You're talking. you're talking about two different things, right? When we're comparing Neymar, for example, to Mo Salah, for example, right? Neymar is still one of the most important players, and he's a better player, in my opinion, than Mo Salah. But the thing that a thing that they use against him is because he's had players better than him at times in his team that have been more impactful.
Yeah, but when you compare the two, there's not a comparison. And if I ask you this as well, and if I ask you this right now as well, who do you think has been the best out of the front three this season?
Out of your front three? Rodrygo, because he has the least expectations.
Oh, Lee, did you hear that?
So that was the least expectation. That's why he's been better.
Yeah, because he has the least.
Did you hear that?
But it's true. But it's true.
No, I know it's true.
He has the least expectation. Vinny's a Ballon d'Or candidate, and Mbappe is considered one of the best players in the world. Rodrygo is the third wheel, and if he does well,
it's the third wheel. You know, can you hear yourself?
If he doesn't do well,
I'm clipping this whole stream. I'm downloading the whole stream.
Clip it. Listen, if Rodrygo does well, or if he doesn't do well, the game's not won or lost. The reality is, there's other players at Real Madrid who can.
I actually disagree with that as well, because if he's been the best attacker, that surely means if he doesn't click, then a lot of chances are that the attack might not click at all.
Facts.
No, but I'm saying if he's the most important, by that logic.
My point is, people care about Mbappe's performance. People care about Vinny's performance.
Yeah,
people
again, marketed better. Yeah,
I gotta go check on this kid for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
no worries,
if you guys can give me
keep it going.
Can you do me a favor? Can you check the score? Can you tell me the score? What you think the score is going to be? As Lee, I haven't heard your prediction on the game.
2-0 Madrid.
Give me your full prediction. Like, what do you think is going to actually happen? I just got to come back 2 seconds.
Well, I'll see Ancelotti in his press conference, and he said that. Yeah, well, I'll take him at Arsenal in a heartbeat.
Oh, but, please, I'll fly him to flipping London. I can't stand it.
1 second.
But he said that Arsenal are going to they're going to the game's going to be a very different game and all of this and that. Yeah. And the thing is, Real Madrid, like I said when I first jumped on, this season, last season, season before, since Ancelotti's been back there, they don't give a shit how they play. Yeah, just get over the line. He ain't there to
We've never really cared how we play, but at least, but there's something that I can just say to him that we expect. At least, and I know that I don't really care about the play style, but some of these plays, but you've got to use them back. You've got to get more out of them, mate. Like, this is just embarrassing. It is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Sam, this is what when you gas up all the players at your football club,
you see what you've done. Did you see Dan's reaction when I said that I can't stand it? That I said I hate Ancelotti, bro. Dan went crazy. It was like, what the hell am I hearing here? But
again, do you know, but Sam, what it is our fans have not seen us win anything because most of them are under the age of fucking 30 and can't remember when we won a league.
Guys, I think it's been a good debate. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it early. This kid's having a nightmare. Yeah, I gotta go. But I'll tell everyone in the comment section. I believe we're going to win the first leg. I think we're going to win the first leg. I think it's going to be.
We're not. We're going to lose, unfortunately.
Arsenal's going to do their thing. We're going to surprise Real Madrid, and in the second leg, we'll see. But right now, we're going to have to come back after the second leg. But the first leg, the way we're going to have to win, we're going to have to be compact.
Egal, before you go, are you going to be on the Gunners emergency stream when this is done? Because I will be there.
Second leg.
Yeah.
Maybe I can come on for like 15 minutes after midnight.
Cool.
Fair enough. Nice one.
Everyone gave their predictions, by the way?
2-0 Madrid.
I said 1-0 here, and then at the Bernabeu, that's why things will hit rock big time. That's why we can agree on.
Love. Sorry, the kid's crying. I gotta go, guys.
No, take care, man. See you later. I'm gone. Later, lads. I'm gonna go and get some food, man. Later.